So, quick backstory to this Kimono Michi. We were there. All of the TIS guys were there. We went along with Yakun and Issei and who else was there? I think that was it. It was Yakun and Issei who met us up, and I was there. I was there live to witness the bust ass. We all had a conversation before it started, basically pondering who would win. And me, having studied Deshiken so much and having studied Nuki, because I really love Nuki, I knew Nuki was going to bust his ass. I knew it was going to be bust ass because of the play styles. Nuki is tailor made to bust Deshiken's ass. And I knew that, and it broke my heart. But you know what? Now we're gonna actually gonna break down why it was bust ass. Now, see, Nuki's talking that shit. He's like, you can't fuck with me, Deshiken. He's like, I don't know why you showed up. I don't know why you took that plane ride from Kyushu all the way to Tokyo to get this work. Should have stayed at home, nigga. All right, let's talking all that mess. All right. So both of these guys press a lot of buttons. The reason why I knew it was gonna be bust ass is because against Chun-li, you have to be second. There's no other character in the game that can press buttons with her and beat her. Oh, look at Lloyd-san, Gavin-san, Issei's in the back there. I was behind all of them on the other side of the arcade. So I had no fucking chance to like really like sit down and enjoy it. But this is the first time I'm watching it. This is actually the first time that I'm watching it. Okay. Let's just skip ahead. But the point is that both of them press a lot of buttons. They're both aggressive. Nuki plays Chun-Li like he's like a tank, like a bulldozer. You know, other Chun-Li styles, which I'm gonna break down, most likely after RX. I'm gonna go into another Chun-Li player. But the way that Nuki plays Chun-Li is he likes to just bulldoze his opponent. He presses a lot of buttons. Daigo not only did he show up to witness the slaughter, Daigo was the orchestrator. He was the Don King of this bust ass. All right. Jesus, I went too ahead. Somebody's getting extra hype. Okay. Now the first couple of rounds go by really quickly because again they both have a ton of energy. Shit just started. All right. So again, like I said, both of these guys like to press a lot of buttons. Look at that. They both dash up at each other at the start of the round. Look at that. It's just both pressing a lot of shit. There's not much to break down here. Except that right there, what you saw, this is a big part of Deshiken's game plan. If you guys watched the first film room, right, you guys would know that Deshiken likes to place his pokes. He doesn't like to wait for his opponent to whiff punish them. Right? So you see that right here, where he just tries to attack Chun-Li with low forward. But Chun-Li's buttons, especially that stand roundhouse, which is a tool that more Chun-Li's need to do because it goes over low attacks, it beats out crouch techs, and it beats out standing techs, right? So that low forward right there is him placing that poke, trying to I suppose just trying to keep Nuki in the corner, right? When that doesn't work, he's the type, he jumps in empty and shore use. This is the type of guy that Deshiken is. Just pressuring in the corner. That right there is the most important part of the set. Right here is, as a Ken player, how can I keep Nuki in the corner? How can I keep Chun-Li in the corner? If you can't do that, then you can't win. You have to be able to not only keep Chun-Li in the corner when you get her there, but you have to be able to get as much damage as possible. Now, that's just the start of this set, of him letting Nuki out of the corner. Again, I don't remember much because I just saw it once live, but I do remember the two most important things that I noticed in the set was Nuki's ability to stay out of the corner, and also late cancels from pokes. We're gonna get into that when it shows itself, but this is the start of it. Deshiken's inability to keep Nuki in the corner makes it really tough on him. Now, what makes it worse is Deshiken's inability, or I wouldn't say inability because he has amazing reactions, but just his lack of willingness to try to whiff punish Nuki. Right here, he challenges Nuki after the backdash, where he should be waiting for Nuki to press a button so that he can whiff punish. Because no character in the game could deal with Chun-Li's pokes head to head. You have to whiff punish. Hope you guys can hear me good. Let me know. Okay. Again, this is Deshiken's playstyle. He likes to bully, but you can't bully Nuki's Chun. This is something that is a really good tool for Ken, but Nuki adjusts to it really brilliantly, is that after you take a hit as a Ken player, or you block a hit, you just press low strong because it's a really good poke, and you confirm. See right there. But Nuki adjusts to it eventually, and this is I guess the beauty of, again, he lets Nuki out of the corner. Right? What can I have done there? Okay. It's odd because there's something that Deshiken does in the Ken mirror that I think he should use in the Chun-Li mirror, right? And is that at this range, he's kind of looking for Kens to jump Tatsu out of the corner, and he early shore use. That's something that you saw a lot when Deshiken played against Kuroda in their first to 5 Ken mirror. See right there, if he would have been looking for the jump out immediately, which he should have been, because Nuki already showed him that he was going to try to get out of the corner with the wall jump, that he should stay there and, again, just wait for Nuki to make his decision first. Because then if he would have had the early shore you there, he would have, at worst, Nuki parries it and they're mid-screen again, almost, right? And then also that's information. That's information that Nuki wants to get out of the corner. So right here, he's looking to dash in when he should have been waiting for Nuki's response, right? The meaty didn't work, and he lets Nuki out of the corner. Now, again, they're just pressing a lot of buttons right now. This is kind of their feel-out stage. Now, I need to do my Googles, my research, and I think it's more consistent in the corner, but that low jab has a 50% chance of missing against Chun-Li. Something weird. This game is fucked up, but that's how it works. Oh, see, that's some 2018 shit, right? When you're fishing for parries, against Chun-Li or Ken or any character that has a low a crouching hit confirmable move, when you parry the low attack, you have time to wait to see if the super comes out or not. And if it doesn't, you can then punish their parried low attack, right? So it's kind of hard to see because I keep pausing it, but I'm just going to let it run. You're going to see that slight pause, right? And that's just something that you have to ingrain into your muscle memory. See, Deshiken tries to punish the jump out, right? But the jump, I'm assuming that's jump strong. It might be jump fierce, but it looks like jump strong because it recovered pretty quickly. So at least it's trending in the right direction in terms of his adjustments, right? So he's just throwing out that low forward. And in trying to push the action, now he's evened it up. Where if you look at where he is at this point of the match, he has the life lead. He has enough meter to punish Chun-Li for any long range moves that he wants to throw out, but he's not looking for it, right? He misses that hit confirm, or that whiff punish rather, and he gets whiff punished himself. So now they're in the middle of the screen. No hit confirm on the low forward, but that's okay. Oh, hey, that's Stan Rouse again. And it came because of Deshiken's willingness to fish with low strong after blocking an attack. So the same thing that got him to eventually win the second round is what made him lose. So this is just, I think, experience showing itself. It's Nuki's ability to adjust really quickly in just the span of a game, right? And I think that it might have been nerves kind of plaguing this set a little bit. But, well, at least from Deshiken's side, because he was doing things that he wasn't quite doing, or used to doing rather, against Chun-Li. But again, this is why I'm not like a big advocate of long sets in this game, especially against Chun-Li. I mean, I think long sets are beneficial in terms of finding like the process to adjust to your opponent. It's really good practice. But in a set like this, it's super unfair to expect somebody to beat Nuki Shun 10 times. But regardless. Okay. It's just a lot of dashing, a lot of placed pokes. But he has the corner. He has what he wants. Nice adjustment. Oh, man. See, this line of decision making works so well in single game tournaments, right? In team tournament formats. But can you really expect strategies like that to carry into 10 wins? It's really tough. Nice hit confirm. But you can see there hasn't been much of a strategic adjustment from either player. You know, let's move back real quick. Like, they're both still throwing a lot of pokes. You know, they're trying to zone out their opponent with their pokes. It was a good crime, Ellie. And Deshiken allows Nuki to leave the corner again. Now that could, he's almost too late on the anti-air, right? Because even if he gets this anti-air, it doesn't matter. It's inconsequential. Nuki could have almost gotten hit with it, and it would have been the exact same thing. Now, all of that real estate that Deshiken worked really hard to get is lost. Now that could have been, I don't think that was a hit confirm. I think that was just a buffer. I think he was just buffering back fierce. I mean, that move is really, it's not hard to hit confirm, but just the way that it canceled, it seemed to me that it was just buffered and Deshiken just ran into it. But that's the importance of going second against Chun-Li, right? Because you just can't beat her approach. Her approach are too good. And this is where like the player cam is really helpful, right? Because you can see that Deshiken is really trying to press buttons. And Nuki's feeling himself. That air throw was straight feeling. Nice whip punish. But it the card throw. Good hit confirm. 50-50. He didn't believe. Nice. You always get that as because Chun-Li's crouching hitbox is so wide that after a block crouch strong, you're always in the range to get this really deep UOH. Or that's a shallow UOH. Yeah, you really in range to get that shallow UOH into super. That's why you see it happen a lot against Chun-Li players. Because it looks like it can't really hit them, but it does. Wow, Nuki. DP. That's a really good risk because Nuki didn't have that much life. And Deshiken had a lot of life. But again, how can that line of decision making carry towards 9 more wins? You getting some ASMR action right now with my bourbon. Okay. Dash up throw. Nice. It's a really good anti-air. That's almost like a wasted option parry, right? So you didn't have the meter to really punish him really hard for it. I don't know if you guys can see the meter, but that was definitely a DD. Let's see. Yeah, that was certainly a DD. But again, Nuki just feels comfortable in his place in these matchups because, yeah, I gotta sort that out next stream. But thanks, Midnight Green. I gotta sort that out next stream though. But Nuki is just super comfortable because this is just how he likes to play. He prefers that people press a lot of buttons. Nuki's spacing is really excellent. That's probably his biggest strength as a player is his spacing, like not whiffing pokes, right? So if he's whiffing pokes, or if he's making contact with pokes, and half of them are hitting the opponent, he's getting a lot of meter, right? That's why he's just content to press buttons. And his defense when he's in the corner, oh my god, that meaty back fierce. He has a lot of trust that Deshiken is going to get hit with things. And again, it's just looking like this bad of a bust ass because of styles. And I think their strike is the best game to that demonstrates that styles really make matches. All right, let's keep it going. Stand strong. Okay, right there. That was a late cancel. So a late cancel is when you throw a poke and just as the poke is recovering, or rather the active animations are ending, you input a special move. Not every character can utilize this. It's quite particular, but in this case, Chun-Li is inputting Hazanshu really late after pressing back fierce. And it's basically an option select, right? Because if your opponent parries, then Hazanshu is going to come out automatically. And if they block it, then nothing happens, right? And this strategy is super important because Deshiken's primary way of getting damage out is by parrying his opponent, right? So if in the mid screen you're not with punishing Chun-Li, but you're trying to parry instead, if you're in this position, right, where every time you parry an attack you have to worry about Hazanshu, then Nuki is dictating the pace of the fight, right? Now that's a really good response, right? If I'm just if you're gonna late cancel Hazanshu into all of your pokes, then just parry. Just parry short you. So he does it again. That empty jump short you again. Really good early in sets. Man, he is just so he is so trusting of Deshiken's, I'm not going to say reliance on pressing buttons, but he just loves to interrupt his opponent's offense that way. But again, with Chun-Li, it's a really tough proposition to try to beat her that way. Now he's just running into shit. Stand roundhouse. Low forward super. See, again, if you have Chun-Li in the corner, I don't think you have to commit to anything dangerous. Now, where he's standing, he's too far to threaten Chun-Li with a whiff punish. So where he needs to go is right under the clock. If he can just stand his ground underneath the clock, then whenever Nuki throws out a poke, he has to worry about not only the whiff punish, but the dash up throws, right? Or the dash up buttons or the jump ins, right? But if you're that far away, you can't really threaten with anything. So once Deshiken finds himself in that range, instead of waiting, he's pressing buttons. Now, I love that Hadouken. I think more Shoto players should do that, right? You're right outside of Chun-Li's normals. If you throw Hadouken, she has no meter to punish you. And if she tries to press a button, the Hadouken is just going to eat that up. You should treat that as a long-range poke, right? So he jumps in and then jumps right back out. So now he loses all of that range again. So he gets into an appropriate range right here. This is a good range to kind of threaten Chun-Li with. But he's still pressing buttons and dashing up. And he loses all of the advantage that he had positionally. What was he doing there that he got hit with back fierce? Skip ahead. Deshiken is like, why the fuck did I take this plane ride to play this nigga's Chun-Li? All right. That mid-screen card throw is really risky. You probably shouldn't aim to throw anybody mid-screen. Just because, especially with Chun-Li, she's just so good at punishing those attempts. She has really good walk speed, so she can just walk out of the range and crouch roundhouse. Or she can stand roundhouse, or her low jab is really fast. So unless you time it perfectly, it's just not a great risk. And right here was inconsequential. He just ate a low roundhouse. But if Chun-Li has meter, that's kind of a bad habit to have in your hands, right? To try to throw her mid-screen like that. Nice. So Nuki doesn't typically quick stand mid-screen after taking a Shoryu because Ken could really mix her up here. So Nuki kills the mix-up by electing not to quick roll. He's back down to the corner. Okay, he's getting something here. Oh no, he tries to press a button. Chun-Li's buttons are too good, bro. Oh, see, that's what that late cancel fucks up his momentum. It's like he forgot about it. He's playing nervous almost. So right here, you have to kind of maybe stand roundhouse would be a better choice, right? Because at least stand roundhouse, it at worst it would trade. Because if you're not gonna use super, when you low parry Chun-Li, which he probably should have did like the delay low forward super just to end the round. But if you're not going to do that, then probably stand roundhouse is the best thing, because if he does Hazanshu, then you get the reset, like they flip into the corner, and at worst it trades. If they don't do anything at all, then Chun-Li takes crouch damage for that. So if I'm there, definitely stand roundhouse, but you should have ended the round, I think, with a delay low forward super. And probably trying to walk away from the card throw. He eats a low forward. Wait, very odd sequence. I don't know if Nuki was trying to throw him there, if he was trying to fuck with him, but Deshiken escapes that round. Oh, that low strong is so nice. See, again, that mid-screen throw, it rears its head, right? So before, it was inconsequential, but now you're eating a full super for that. We're going to talk about that low strong later, but wait. That's why it's important to try not to build like bad habits. That was so nice. So it looked like he was aware of the Hazanshu, because there was like a slight delay after. But he gets a full punish out of it, which is really nice. Goes for the overhead. Nuki pushes himself into the corner. That low strong again. So good. Okay. So low strong. Chun-Li's low strong. Underutilized by Chun-Li players because it doesn't cancel into anything. So I think people just aren't. They're not excited by this poke. But low strong has more range than crouch around. Than all of her crouching pokes. It has the furthest range. It makes her hitbox even smaller, right? So if they throw EX Fireball, it's going to sneak right under that. And it's pretty quick. It recovers fast. So unless they jump at this, like before you even press the button, you're more likely going to recover. So it's a really nice way to check your opponent in that range, right? He doesn't have any meter, so why not press the furthest range poke you have? And then that influences the jump, right? Because you, at that point, he beats EX something. It must have been Fireball, right? Hazanshu. Man, he just keeps tagging him when he's pressing buttons. Nekopan. He keeps tagging and pressing buttons. What were you pressing there, G? God, yo, this set broke my heart. What were you pressing there? There's no way to. Oh, it's probably low forward or low roundhouse. Nice jump out of the corner again. That late cancel. Oh my God, he's feeling. Yep. See, you're against Chun-Li, and especially against Nuki, that he's shown you that he's going to do a lot of late cancels. You have to be okay with not getting the optimal punish, right? So if you parry something like a low forward, especially when he doesn't have meter, because he's not looking for a hit confirm, he's most likely going to do a late cancel into Hazanshu. You kind of have to take bite the bullet a little bit and just go for sure you. Every time you get a parry, you go for sure you. He gets another low parry, and it looks like he's going for low strong, and he just cancels EX spinning bird kick. Insane. That was most likely another late cancel too. Man, a little short. This shit was so painful to watch. Because Deshiken does really good at handling Chun-Li's, because they're not used to the pace that he plays at. But Nuki is. Nuki is a bully, and that's how he really likes to play. So again, I just think that this was a matchup that Nuki is tailor-made to beat Deshiken's ass. But somebody like Matsuken might give Nuki trouble because Matsuken's hurdles. Okay. All of Nuki's damage that doesn't come from super is not even coming from throws. It's coming from him just pressing a better button than Deshiken. Which again, with Chun-Li, you can't challenge her that way. That low roundhouse, you get a confirm from that when you hit the opponent crouching. Keep him in the corner. Low roundhouse. That's a really good low roundhouse. But he gives up the corner again. What would I have done there? Maybe he does low forward again. Which, with no meter, I can only assume he was going to go for Shoryu. But, I mean, with Nuki just willingness to... Oh, that was so sick. With Nuki's willingness to just jump out of the corner, I would think that you would have to treat him kind of like Ken's escapes, where Ken, again, like I said, wants to jump away and EX Tatsu. So if you just wait a little bit, you might be able to keep Nuki in the corner. Even if he parries it, you'd be able to at least put that in his head. That was sick. So he read the Hazanshu. That's a lot of energy wasted mentally, but he read the Hazanshu and dashed under. He gets hit again trying to press a button. Nuki's feeling. Try to hit him with the guard crush. Oh, he misses Shoryu there. He does that a lot. He's really good at that. Nice. The whiff punish. That's like one of the first like clean supers that he gets, and it was off of a whiff punish. That's what you have to do. Man, that was just a all Chun-Li. Okay. Just stand roundhouse into super. Beats out the low strong again. Man, Nuki's just controlling everything. Ugh. Yeah. Me at that point, Deshiken doesn't really have anything else to threaten with. Nuki's feeling. Look at him drinking his Coke. All right. Low forward. Again, low forward. What is he pressing there? He needs to wait. There you go. Option parry. Do you guys ever hear that term? Option parry is basically just, choosing a direction to parry before you press your normal. So if your opponent throws something at you that hits you before your normal comes out, you get a parry. And Nuki doesn't really throw a lot of far fierces. He's really good at just understanding that that's the one thing that players can jump over and punish, or parry and punish. So he's really good at not using it. Oh, and that is the result of all of those late canceled Hazanshus. Let's go ahead a little bit. Fuck. He gets a clean parry, and he's just afraid to do anything. I mean, Nuki's he just plays so strong. Nice. I love that hit confirm. That hit confirm is probably a hit confirm that we learn like week 1 into learning Ken, and then we flushes out of our head like after we get comfortable doing low strong and short. Is that crouch roundhouse? that crouch medium kick into fireball super. And it's really good because it's a safe way to hit confirm into SA3. And if Chun-Li doesn't have any meter, the only way to really punish the like the fireball attempt is to red parry. But it's not safe if she has meter. She can just super if she blocks it. So a key point in this is just Nuki guard jumping out of the corner. Now, the reason why this is even possible, like her being able to just guard jump and wall jump out of the corner, is that Deshiken hasn't been able to establish any meaty attacks. He hasn't been able to establish anything. So that's why that jump out is really a strong tool, or has been rather. Oh, this is halftime. All right. I'm going to take a short break after this round. Make sure everything's up on the up and up. Again, that low forward fireball into super. Such a get hit confirm. Can players out there use it more? Oh, again. Deshiken. He attacks him. It looks like he was trying to jump out of the corner there. Did he think he had the AD meter? I don't know. Oh, man. Deshiken just eating. No hit confirm. It's tough to see that sometimes. Oh. I think Nuki was trying to red parry the fireball and super. All right. Took a quick break. I got to refill my bourbon. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. All right, quick break. We're back. All right, so halftime. Not technically halftime, but again, I think the most important parts of what's been happening is one, just against Chun-Li, you have to be second. You have to press the button second, because if you press it at the same time as her, she's gonna beat you out every time. So you have to let her whiff, and you have to make her pay. And Deshiken just hasn't been able to do it consistently enough to change Nuki's approach. Pardon. And the second point that I think is really important is just you have to make the most out of what, out of when you get Chun-Li in the corner. You have to be able to at least make her take damage or just keep her there in the corner, because the longer you have her in the corner, the more likely she is to make a mistake, right? Because she doesn't have many defensive tools. She has her buttons, her superior buttons, but that's about it. She also has her wall jump, obviously. And maybe if he gets her in that situation again, we can try to brainstorm ways to, to get her out of it, or rather to keep her there, punished. Okay, so Deshiken rather quickly gets into a good position. This is typically how Deshiken handles Chun-Li. Nice jump back. That's a strong. Dash up again. Nice. That works against Chun-Li only. Where it doesn't necessarily need to be a meaty, just as long as you press the universal overhead while you're as close to her as possible. If it hits that deep, then you're able to do any DP. You could do jab DP, but the timing's a little bit tight. So it's just easier to do EX DP because it starts up one frame faster than jab DP does. Nice. So that was a prototypical Deshiken round. Oh no, he gets hit again. He's feeling himself a little bit. Stand roundhouse. Stand fierce. That was a Kara back throw. You Kara that with overhead with back medium kick. Nice jumping. Gets max damage out of it. He's okay with wasting the meter. Oh, he anticipated the jump out. He tried to jump back. Nice. The whiff punish. Now what? This tough. Tough. Oh, hey. Overhead again. It didn't work last time. Every time something doesn't work, the probability of it working next time is probably higher in this game. Nuki parried that overhead the last go around. That was just a textbook Deshiken versus Chun-Li type of round. He was dashing in all the right moments. Oh no. Good whiff punish. See, he's starting to whiff punish a little bit more, and it's working out for him. The jump in shore use hasn't really panned out, but at least it puts that into the Chun-Li's head. Oh my god, that was sick. That was so interesting. See, right there, you put the Chun-Li player in a tough position to kind of have to guess when they land. So it's pretty interesting. I wonder how you input that. Wait, that little strong. Yeah. See, that's the thing. After committing to target combo in the corner, you don't really have many options in terms of continuing the offense. Low roundhouse is the fastest poke that you have at that point, and it has obviously the furthest range. But against Chun-Li, she could just punish that at any range. But I understand the decision there. All right. Stand roundhouse, so good, and then he Kara throws him. This is such a tough position to be in as anybody playing against Chun-Li. Oh no, that's a heartbreaker. Wow, so solid Nuki is, because there's no reason to risk the throw there, right? That whiff punish. It's getting whiff punished a lot. Stand roundhouse again. That range is just so strong. Nice dash under. Oh, you're right there, right? There's something stupid about this game, at least with Chun-Li, right? That if you low parry there and do low jab into super, it does not matter what Ken inputs. He can input Shoryu, he can input super. It does not matter. It's not going to come out. So that's why he did that there. It wasn't to be cute. It wasn't to style. That's just a guaranteed victory right there when you get that low parry. Look at Nuki. Feeling cute and shit. All right. Skip ahead. Dude, Deshiken looks like he's willing to wait a little bit longer now. Because he saw that it's been getting him some good results. There, another with punish. Nice jump back strong. He's keeping her in the corner. Every round he does this, he wins. That's tough. Oy. Oh, he's just dashing in. Oh, that was his opportunity there. He's getting really happy with the dashes there. Nuki tried to just beat him out of it with a back fierce. Wow. That was so incidental, that interaction there with the Hazanshu. Low forward, nothing. That fireball is really good against Chun-Li because it kind of keeps her pokes in check. But you're pressing buttons against Chun-Li at a range that you can't possibly reach her. Right? So you have to not press buttons there, right? You have to be willing to allow things to whiff. Especially against Chun-Li. Especially against Nuki, right? Man, Nuki just in control in this round. Wow. To have the presence of mind to have that. He was probably already charging down, but just to, get that full punish there. And it might have been nerves. I don't know. Because, again, usually Deshiken is just so strong against Chun-Li. Maybe the moment was really big. I mean, Nuki just has a ton of tournament experience, so this was nothing for him. Oh, man. That's like the jackpot in against fighting against Chun-Li. When you could jump over that far fierce. Keeps her in the corner. Nice meaty. Meaties again. See, now Nuki's not so eager to jump out, but oh no. Oh my god. Really quick, how the hell did that all start? Started with... See, that's why I don't like universal overhead against Chun-Li, because unless you're in a range where you can do super, like even when you hit it, you as the Ken player, you put yourself in a position to have to guess, right? Because that looks like a crouch tech. And then he loses the round because of it. Not because of that directly, but that's what started it, right? So as a Ken player, I need to try to avoid doing universal overhead against Chun-Li in a position where I can't do super. Because all I'm doing when I do that is just putting myself in a position to guess. And that's what you don't want to do against Chun-Li. You don't want to have to guess against her. It was a brilliant block, but, that Hazanshu just eats up all crouching moves. I like how he's inching her to the corner now. He's not trying to press buttons. He's just walking her down. Now Nuki's in the corner. He catches the jump attempt. Really ballsy. Dash up again. Man. Whoa, cross up short. Okay. That's not a thing, is it? I gotta see if that's a thing. He's just walking her down. Oh no, the button. Oh no. Oh, no, I don't want to watch this. This is painful. Daigo-san. There's Lloyd. And Gavin and Issei-san. Yo, boss's blazer is fucking fire. What's that, Phthalo blue? There's got to be some Phthalo blue. Damn, that shit is vibrant. I like homie's tie on the far right. This tie is fire. All right, let's keep it going. All right, let's fucking... Did they recreate it or did they just play it over again? Man, that fucking hurts because Deshiken was just like on the verge of winning that and... Damn. Okay. Wasn't fucking watching any of that. Sorry. All right. He kind of loses his nerve a little bit. He loses his edge because he started walking her down and then he just presses crouch roundhouse. I mean, Nuki's spacing is really good, so it's not far off to say that he just misspaced it. But it seemed like his approach changed from before the malfunction to after the stick malfunction. He kind of reverted back to pressing a lot of buttons. Nice whip punish there. At least it's out there, Damn. Probably crouch tech. Oh, no. Bad AX Hurricane. What happened there? I think he just did it too late. If he had done the Hurricane kick closer to the apex of the jump, then he would have been able to get out of the corner. If he had just did it right there, he would have been out of there. But he did it a little bit late, and he's already on the way down. Okay. Nice whip punish. Deshiken's eager right now. Oh, man. He jumped too quickly. That's tough there. I think you can settle for sweep. See how he did delay there? I think you might have been able to sweep, but that's a tough call. 50-50. Back throw. Can you keep her in there long enough? Oh, no. Wow. Just brilliant. I mean, this was Nuki's set all the way. If this was any other Chun-Li, like that she can be looking like a god, but it's just their play styles are just so tailor made, for Nuki to beat Deshiken, man. And it's just a play style thing, I mean, a lot of the plays. Whoa, hold up, wait a minute. Before we look into that fuckery, I think what this set shows is that no matter how godlike you are, there are people out there who just have your number a little bit, right? Who just play, in terms of play styles, they can get the better of you. And you shouldn't be discouraged by that. You should just look to work around it, that she can next time would be better served to just wait a little bit longer. I think his approach is really excellent, but he's just not waiting long enough. Oh, look at this fuckery. They both dash up at each other. And then Chun-Li's on the other side. Cute. All right. Nice. Whiff punish. Nice sweepoo. Yeah, when she doesn't have meter, you can throw that sweep as liberally as you want, really. See, his approach is a little bit... What button... Was he trying to whiff punish those slaps? Maybe he got hit? No, because he walked up a little bit after that. So what are you pressing there? What could you have pressed? I mean, crouch strong won't reach from there. She'll just get eaten up at the stand roundhouse. Maybe stand roundhouse would probably be the best thing to do at that point, because it would have beaten that out. At least it would have traded. At the very worst. But I like how he's approaching, keeping her in the corner now. He's doing a better job. But again, damn it. Nuki's so good. Again, that low parry, low jab. It's like it kills everything. Look at that. For all those Chun-Li players out there, if you crouch parry that, or you parry anything, crouch jab and the super will end a lot of rounds for you because it just kills the input. It just kills whatever the opponent throws. What's good, Dizzy? All right. Damn, I feel like we just started. That bust ass was swift. Jesus. Okay. Nice. That looked like an autocorrect Shoryu, just because how deep it was. But there is an easier way to input autocorrect Shoryu. Oh, man, see when the situations get scrambly like that, it's good for Deshiken. Like that's what he likes to impose in his matchups. He likes chaos. It's funny. I went to a Dragon Ball Z tournament earlier in the week, and that was really nice. I went to a Dragon Ball Z tournament earlier in the week. I got second, by the way, but the point is that we were talking, me and the other Dragon Ball Z players, we were talking about just Japanese play, and I have this wacky theory that there are just two types of Japanese players. There are the players that strive to play perfectly. We think of MOV, right? Tokido, Momochi, Goichi, let me see, Kuroda, right? Like they like to play with as minimal mistakes as possible. And then you have your nuts. There's just two types of players. There are the players who love to play perfectly, and there are the players who either understand that they can't play perfectly or they just have no interest in playing perfectly, and they try to create as much chaos in the match as possible. And that's where both of these guys lie, more so Deshiken than Nuki, but Nuki's character is just better at dealing with those scramble situations. Whoa. That was a buffered low short. I don't think he expected Nuki to walk up like that, but if you do low short like that and input super really, really quickly, if the opponent throws a move that forces Ken to block, then the super is just going to come out. So that's something that I've seen Deshiken do against other Chun-Li's. I think he even does it in his pre-co-op bust ass where he bodied the whole Chun team. I think he does it there once too, where you just throw low short and you input super. I think I did it against Ryan at TFC in the team tournament. He definitely laid some hands on me after that, but I remember doing that. So it's just low short and input super really quickly. But I don't think he anticipated Nuki walking up on him like that. Did he block? No. Man, I think that's just fatigue, right? Because if earlier in the set he had the presence of mind to parry and then wait for the opponent super to come out or not come out, I think at this point in the set, I think he just was so... Like he caught a boner the moment he got that parry and he jumped the gun. Now you have to guess. Wow, that's so hard to see. Nice escape. Now he's walking him down. Yeah, I really like this approach. It's very different. See, now he's waiting for Nuki to press the button first, which is how he usually plays. It was really odd seeing him run into so much shit earlier in the match. Nice. He didn't EX Tatsu. He finds himself in the corner, but this isn't a bad position to be. You know, each player is one hit away from losing, and it's so interesting to... Oh, I get it. Okay, so they both walked up at each other. That's why low strong seemed like a really good option there. That's tough. You kind of have to wait, right? Because if you try to press stand strong against Chun-Li there, she's so short when she's crouching that it's going to whiff. It's going to whiff if you try to fish for it. But that stand roundhouse, it just beats so many things. It beats crouch strong. It beats crouch jab. It beats low short. It beats every crouching move, essentially. Um, and if it hits and your opponent crouching, you get a hit confirm. You get the link. So that's something that, as a Ken player, I have to be really aware of. Is where is Chun-Li? And is she in range to impose that space with that stand roundhouse? Very underutilized. More Chun-Li's would be better served to use it. Nice. Right there, I think he confirmed it by watching Nuki's dash. I don't think he actually, saw it hit. I think he just saw Nuki's dash and this has to hit. Man, this is just one of those rounds. Nice. Right there, he did short you because every other move would stand with that cross up hitting so early in the jump. Nothing else would have comboed other than short you. He gets the full damage. No meter wasted. Oh, man, the stand roundhouse. Really good. Dash up throw again. But, see, that's why I don't like doing crouch strong against, anybody really on their wake up. It's good in neutral a lot because it just beats out a lot of moves and you have a lot of time to hit confirm. But against somebody like Nuki who can parry well, and against a character like Chun-Li where every parry means about 30 to 35% of your health, you want to throw pokes that can only be parried in one direction, right? Because you basically gave Nuki the opportunity to guess parry either way, and you were going to lose, right? Whereas if that low strong would have panned out, right, it means that Nuki was trying to jump away or maybe card throw, right? Or maybe low short, right? So it's either button or jump, right? So that's not a great gamble because even if it does work out, he's not dead, right? But instead, you get parried, and now you're a sliver away from death. And that fireball is really good there. Just to sniff out that Deshiken wanted to look for a button there. That was his only way to win. At that point, it'd be throw a button. Man, the back free is so good. Nice. No meter there. Crouch, short. See, that's what you need to do there, right? As a Ken player, you have to throw buttons that can only be parried in one direction against her. You have to make her guess. It can't be this thing where you reward them just for electing to parry either way. Nice whiff punish. Oh, no. Didn't need to do that, Deshiken. It's tough. It's really tough. But then again, right? It's easy to say you shouldn't have done that, but I feel like 9 out of 10 players would have pressed the button after watching that throw whiff like that. Nuki's, he was just on another level that day. Good fireball to end the round. No hit confirm. It's tough to hit confirm that. It's not easy. People who don't play third strike think that low forward hit confirm is easy with Ken, and it's not. It's an easy whiff punish, but that's a 50-50 for me. Like some days I wake up and I can really whiff punish that, like awesome, and some days I can't. Nice whiff punish though. Hit confirm. God damn it. Nice. He's waiting now, but he's still pressing buttons. Card throw. Good. He's standing his ground a little bit. He's walking her down. He's not pressing too many buttons, which is the approach that he should have taken around game 3. And you could see that the games are longer now, at least. Like he's putting himself in a position where he can win the game. He misses the hit confirm, but he presses a button when he lands. Very curious. Oh. Nice. Okay. That happens sometimes where you think that the overhead is going to hit or it doesn't, and you still input it. Because that's kind of like an OS there too. Let me go back to it. When you do overhead, if you input the super really late, if it hits the opponent in a way that it can combo, the super's going to come out automatically. But if it hits too early or too late, then it's not gonna. If it makes contact and it's not comboable, then the super's not gonna come out. So when you go for UOH supers, as long as you input the super really late, then you're good money. So right there, I think he might have just misjudged where he did it, like where he actually. I think he did it too early. Actually, if he would have just waited a little bit, he would have been fine. But that's why the super came out automatically. It's because he just mistimed that UOH. But typically, if you do it, if you do a UOH and you just input the super straight away, well, not straight away, but late, if it can combo, the super's gonna come out, and if it can't combo, then the super's not gonna come out. Damn, it's 9-4. Okay. So I think Deshiken, he settled down a little bit. Just in terms of his neutral game, right? So this is what we were talking about, where you don't have to meet Chun-li with a UOH in order to combo because her hitbox is so, it's really wide. It's really wide, but it's very short at the same time. So if you do UOH on her and she's already like standing up, and you catch her crouching like that, it hits her really low or at like the tail end of the active frames of the UOH, and then you get Shoryu. So that's why you see that she can do that. Oh, that was so good. See, if this is what perplexes me about how this match went, right? Because if Deshiken can do that, right? If he can backdash, I mean, I guess you're buffering super, so it's not like quite as tough of a reaction. But still, if you can manage to do that, then with punishing throughout the course of the game, at least putting yourself in a position to do that wouldn't be such a crazy task. Oh no, this is tough. Hold on. Wow, that was weird. I think he just maybe just didn't press the right button. He fucked up. Hazanshu, that crouch roundhouse. This is another button of Chun-Li's that it eats everything. That crouch roundhouse, it eats a lot of pokes. It eats throw attempts. It basically has, I don't know if it, I'm not going to say it has lower body invincibility, but I do know that the hit and hurt box on it makes it such that it just swallows up low attacks. They take a trade. Okay. Oh, Nuki didn't want to do super there, but he does it there. Gets the whiff punish. Nice. Oh man, Nuki's just so brilliant at keeping his opponent in the corner. Wow. Ends the round, no meter wasted. It's tough position to be in. Nice. So he's back. He's not on tilt anymore, but I think it was too late for it. He did the low parry, waited, and then did low forward super. Nice sweep. Just didn't work the last time. Nice. Super patient. Nice. You saw him keep Nuki in the corner, and that basically netted him a perfect, right? Man. And he waited for her. That was the most important part. He's waiting for him to press buttons. Oh no, he mistimed that. That's usually a DP. Oh no. That's not how you want to start. And he ate everything. And Nuki is just so good at hip confirming. He just makes the most out of all those opportunities. Oh man, what a guess. That's tough. Oh, this is it, really. Card throw. Throw again. Jump. Oh man, that air throw is so swaggy. Back throw. Oh, hey. Let's see. What helps the consistency on that combo is when you walk towards Chun-Li when she's waking up. See how that slight walk up? That makes that combo a lot more consistent. And he gets the DP after double DP. Max damage. Oh, no. He got caught walking in. Now Nuki gets to talk all the shit. Damn it. Shit. This is such a sad set for me to watch because I really wanted Deshiken to win. I think everybody wanted Deshiken to win. Nuki is such a villain. I don't want to watch this speech. This shit hurts. It's okay, I'll just play it. I'll let it run. But what I got from this set is, again, you have to be second against Chun-Li, right? You saw that Deshiken was able to make a run against Nuki once he was able to wait for Nuki to press a button and then react with his button. But him pressing buttons against, he's like, yo, this nigga body me. I'm gonna fucking kidnap him. Take him back to Kyushu. Raise him as my own. Yeah. And so you have to be second against Chun-Li. And that goes for any characters, not just Ken, right? So you can really take this, what you saw in this set, if you're struggling with Chun-Li, and you can really just see how Deshiken was able to give himself a chance to win a lot of those games just by waiting a little bit, right? Like he walked her down. He walked her down a little bit. He was reacting to, to the zoning attempts. And then if you can keep Chun-Li in the corner, then you limit how she can outspace you. At that point, her superior buttons aren't that scary to deal with because you don't have to worry about her good walk speed, right? If you have her in the corner, you can dictate everything that's going on. But again, Nuki is just really brilliant at keeping himself out of the corner. In those instances where he was jumping out of the corner, I think there could have been a little bit more early DPs and Tatsus, maybe jump Tatsus. Again, those, like, you don't want to waste meter and give Chun-Li a ton of meter, so going for jump Tatsus might have been like a strategic choice that Deshiken told himself not to do. But I think early DP, as soon as he saw Nuki jump, would have been a better option to go for. But I think those are the two things that you can keep in mind for yourself as you fight against Chun-Li. If you have trouble against Chun-Li, is to always be second and to make most out of those corner opportunities. She has a really wide crouching, hurt box. If she presses any buttons, you have to be able to make her pay for every whiff poke. Not every one that you put yourself on tilt, when it doesn't pan out, but you can't just run into all of her normals. Again, I really appreciate everybody who tuned in. I appreciate everybody who's been watching, the Film Room series on the Feetwork 101 YouTube channel. This was the 500 sub special for YouTube. So if you guys want to follow the Twitch channel, that'd be great, because I'm going to be doing a lot more streams. I'm going to be doing a lot more streams, just kind of breaking down matches and just playing myself, practicing for Canada Cup and for Co-op Cup next year. So fucking follow, share this shit. I'm going to put this up on YouTube for anybody who wants to, rewatch it. If you think that there's anything I missed, or if there's anything that you notice, you could tweet me, Frankie BFG, and I'm signing out. God damn, that blazer is so sexy. Fucking boss. Look at that blazer. Jesus.